Hi guys, so I just wanted to do a quick video to share my testimony of the Plexus Fast Relief products. Back in January, I started having severe back pain. It was completely debilitating. I was having sharp pain at the top of my shoulders, right at the base of my neck and down sort of in the middle of my back, almost like bra strap line area. And so it just felt like I was just out of alignment and just like needed someone to kind of like snap me back into place. So I went and saw my doctor to get a referral for a chiropractor, and they wanted to do an x-ray first to make sure it wasn't something underlying before they sent me to a chiropractor. So I had an x-ray done that was completely negative. They couldn't see anything on it. So they sent me for an MRI because my pain was so severe, and they found I had 2 definitely herniated discs and possibly a third, but they couldn't quite see it very well. So they said. So they sent me to physical therapy and another doctor, a pain management doctor. And so they did a full neuro exam at the pain doctor and basically said, we're just going to keep an eye on you, see you a couple of times a week to see if if the pain gets so bad or if the inflammation from the disc gets so bad, we may need to do injections or surgery. And in the meantime, just continue with physical therapy. So I did that, and he said that it would be okay to go to a chiropractor. So I did, must have been 6 to 8 weeks of physical therapy, 5 or 6 weeks at the chiropractor. Was seeing a pain management guy here in Ellsworth with absolutely no relief from any of them whatsoever. So then they referred me to Northeast Pain Management in Bangor, where I had the first injection. They did one injection in my thoracic spine right along the bra line where your bra strap connects. Just in that area, they did one injection, and it was the most painful thing I think I have ever experienced. I was in more pain when I left than when I got there. It was the pain that I had before plus the pressure of whatever they injected into my spine. It was horrible, and I had horrible side effects from it. I couldn't go to work the next day. It completely messed with my balance, just everything was horrible. I got up the next morning, and actually my boyfriend caught me on my way to the floor because it had just totally messed with my spinal fluid, I guess, and just could not even move the entire next day. And then few weeks later, they did another set of shots. This time they did 4 shots, 2 side by side at the base of my neck and 2 vertebrae down, and with a different steroid cocktail. Same thing happened. I was super, super sick the next day. I was unable to even get out of bed. And so I lost another day of work, and I was absolutely in agonizing pain. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't bathe myself fully. I couldn't tip my head back in the shower to wash my hair. I couldn't bend over to shave my legs or to even wash my legs. I mean, it was an absolute nightmare. It was horrible. My primary care provider was doing everything that she could to try and help alleviate the pain. They were trying every kind of pain medication, Percocet, Vicodin, of course ibuprofen to help with the swelling, and we did a prednisone taper thinking that would help. Nothing. Then she finally gave me a prescription for morphine, and I refused to take it. I wouldn't even take the handwritten prescription with me because I didn't want it. I just didn't want to I didn't want to accept that I was in that much pain that I had to have morphine to feel better. But she insisted that I take it just in case I need it over the weekend. And thank God I had it, because I couldn't sleep. We tried probably 4 different sleep medications just to try and knock me out. If I couldn't get relief from the pain, that I needed to at least be knocked out so that I could sleep, because it was to the point I couldn't even function. Work wanted me to take a leave of absence, and I didn't feel like I was that bad that I needed to. So we ended up using clonidine and Valium and trazodone and I think a couple of other things in the mix there, with absolutely nothing was helping. Nothing. So that weekend I did fill the morphine prescription, and they were 15 milligram tabs. I took one. I couldn't even move. I could hardly breathe. I was in so much pain. So I took one tab, and 2 hours later, I literally had no improvement. I never even got a break from the pain. So I took another 15 milligram tab. That's 30 milligrams of morphine. And I am not a big person at all. I'm just a very tiny, I'm 5'4.5", about 125 to 130 pounds. So 30 milligrams of morphine should have completely knocked me out. And I was wide awake, just sobbing in uncontrollable pain. And so a couple weeks after that, actually that was a weekend, that following Monday, I went and saw my doctor again and told her everything that happened over the weekend. Refused all pain medication, refused to go to Northeast Pain Management for any more injections because they weren't helping, and just said, give me anything to sleep. Give me more Valium, give me Haldol, give me anything that will just knock me out so I can just get a couple hours of sleep. And so that's what we did. I was taking probably 6 milligrams of Valium or Ativan, one or the other. Either way, taking well more than I needed to be, but that's all that would work to knock me out for at least a couple of hours, to give me at least some brain rest for a few hours. The pain never went away. And then in April, one of my best friends told me about plexus and said, oh, I really think it will help. And my initial response was, I'm not taking a weight loss supplement. I don't need to lose weight. I, at that point, had already lost close to 15 pounds because of the pain. I couldn't eat, and I couldn't do anything. And the stress from all of it just made it even worse. So I was down to probably 13 pounds was the lowest that I got down to. And I said, the last thing I need is a weight loss product that's going to make me lose even more weight. So she kept on me for 4 days. There's a meeting right here at Jasper's. You have to come. Just come listen to what they have to say. She literally almost every couple of hours was texting me, you have to come, you have to come. So I was like, no, I have to work. She's like, just come after work. So I got out of work, went to the meeting, and the entire time I was sitting there listening to weight loss testimonies, thinking in the back of my head, how am I going to get out of this room? I need to leave. I can't be here. It's not right for me to be here. I can't afford these products. I can't promote them. I don't have weight issues. I have thankfully, that's never been an issue for me, but I can't sell a weight loss product. I just can't. This is just wrong. It's not for me. This is not the company I need to be with, and I don't need to be a part of any of this. And so I was thinking about, maybe I'll go to the bathroom and I'll just sneak out the front door and nobody will notice. And I'll just make up some excuse to my friend as to why I left. And then Michelle Thomas started talking about her mom and her mom's severe back pain. And it was like she was talking about me. Every single thing that her mother was going through or had gone through was me. Everything. Just everything that Michelle said just spoke directly to me, and it was like she was telling my story. And when she said that her mom also reluctantly tried the products and was having amazing success and was pain-free most of the time, or almost pain-free, it was like the light bulb went off. And so I talked to her after the meeting and thanked her immensely for her testimony, her mom's testimony about the pain relief, and told her how I was actually thinking about sneaking out and not staying for the rest of the meeting. And I just think about if I had left, and if I hadn't stayed, where would I be today? And I can tell you right now, I would be in a very, very bad place. I was in a bad place in April. After 4 months of severe pain, debilitating back pain, I couldn't work. I was working 2 jobs. I couldn't work my second job as a waitress. So finances were incredibly tight. I was super stressed. And I didn't have hardly any money to my name. And there was no way I could afford Plexus. And so Michelle told me to sign up as an ambassador so that I could get my products at wholesale, get the products that I need, and then if they work for me, start building my business. And then I could really build my business to a point where my products would be paid for. And then I wouldn't have to worry about it. And maybe I could make some extra money so that I wouldn't have to worry about waitressing anymore. So I went home, signed up as an ambassador, placed my first order, got it within 3 days, and started taking the fast relief caps and the plexus slim. And within 2 or 3 days, I was starting to feel better. Convinced this is placebo effect. There's no way this stuff has worked in 3 days. No way. Within a week, my pain was at least half of what it was, if not more. Within 3 weeks, I was completely pain-free, 100%. It was the most amazing transformation that I have ever experienced in my life. I placed my second order and had run out of my products before my second order arrived. So I was 2 days without my fast relief and my slim. And by day 3, when my shipment arrived, I was back in that excruciating pain. I was having burning pain, tingling down my arms. It was a mess. I was a train wreck all over again. And my second order, I had ordered the Nerve Health as well. So this second order, I had the Slim, the Fast Relief Cream, the Fast Relief Caps, and the Nerve Health. So I started using the Nerve Health, the cream at night, if I felt like I needed it, and the Fast Relief Caps and the Slim. And as long as it is now December, so it's been, 6 months? As long as I take my Plexus, I'm fine. If I get lazy and forget for a night, I'm a little achy and a little sore, but because I'm consistently taking the products, they're built up in my system now that I can go one day or even 2 days. Sometimes I've been super busy and missed it. By day 2, I'm like, oh my gosh, why am I so sore? Because I haven't taken my plexus. Take it and I'm fine. These products are truly a godsend, and I would not be here today if it wasn't for them. I am convinced I couldn't live like that. And now I don't have to because of plexus. And I'm so incredibly thankful. I started this journey on a wing and a prayer with nothing but faith, and just prayed with all my heart and soul that this would be something that would actually work. I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe that something that was all natural was going to take away the pain when I had the gauntlet of medications prescribed by my doctor and it did absolutely nothing for me. And it is by the grace of God and Michelle's testimony that I am living pain-free today. And I am so beyond thankful for that. And I just thank God every day that I went to that meeting and that I heard Michelle's testimony and that I took a chance and ordered these products, because they have truly changed my life. So that is my pain relief testimony, and I hope that somebody sees this and just takes that chance, and I hope that they get the relief from the pain that I did. So God bless. Have a good day.